Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of the Xbox 360 collection. My name's John. Well, I'm going to be going out and building a Xbox 360 collection, getting as much as I can, and the whole thing we started with just £10. So you may remember from the last episode, we actually got hold of the console, which I'm really pleased with, and the collection, which is just up there, has been coming along quite nicely. So the current game collection coming along quite nicely, and we now have £12.30 left in the pot. However, there has been some updates. So there has been a couple more sales. So we sold a book bundle set for £14 and the horse racing book for £9. So we'll be able to add them to the sheet, and then I am going to pop out it's sort of the in-between period now between Christmas and New Year. So I'm just going to head over into town and we're going to see what's what. Not expecting to pick up a great deal, but it's just something to do. The weather's terrible, but we're going to head out anyway and see what we can find. Look at this. Should be okay. These are quite nice Nikes. Okay guys, so quick update. Here's the sheet currently as it stands. So I've just added those two on there. So the horse racing book, which sold for £9. This little episode 4, this is just so that for me to talk about during the episode, okay? So you can ignore that column. But I've added the horse racing book on for £9, and then the other one was the All Creatures Great and Small book set for £14. And then at the bottom, so the purchases were the Nike Cortez white trainers for £5 and the dance mat for £2. Okay, so that takes our now total up to £28.30. So that's all we have to do. Sorry, that's all I have to in the game fund to go out with on this little hunt today. Okay. Absolutely hammering now. The only one here is this one, which we don't really want. It's good to see some games. Okay, so I did actually pick up a game here called Fear on the PlayStation 3. I believe it was the first one. Anyway, all of these PlayStation 3 games were £2 each. Really good titles. I picked up a few from my personal collection. But for the Xbox 360 collection, Fear, £2. I actually looked it up. This does actually flip for between £10 and £15. So for £2, I'm probably going to buy. I did actually buy that in order to flip it on, so we can add some more funds to the Xbox collection. Okay. Some decent PS3 titles. So yeah. Okay, so I just want to jump in real quick. So this next bit of footage, the town where I went to today, I've done a few charity shops. There wasn't much in there. The cash converters was okay, but then this next bit was like a flea market. I'd never been there before, so it was just one building, and I got speaking to the owner, and basically it's like the American style one, so vendors can kind of rent out little plots of it, and there was tons of stuff. There was loads of amazing stuff. There was like retro ones. There was loads of, if you're into like old vinyls, loads of old clothing ones. But anyway, so I did manage to shoot a little bit of footage as I was going around, and this is where I did pick up some other Xbox games. These out. But like Donkey Kong Vans, Nintendo. Any of these? Okay, so there it is. So we're back now, and the pickups today from, obviously we only had a very small budget, so I didn't want to go mad, but it was okay. It was pretty successful. So I picked up 5 Xbox 360 games and 1 PlayStation 3 game, which we're going to sell. So as you saw in the footage earlier, so Fear was the game I picked up for £2, and I'm going to list that, and we're hopefully going to sell that for some profit. So then the 5 games, Xbox 360 games, that we did pick up for the collection are as follows. So I did get 3 in the cash converters. These were really cheap. So I had Gears of War 3, which was £1. The first Gears of War, which was also £1, because I got the second one a few weeks back, so that makes those 3 now. And then I've got another one, which was this Sniper Elite, which was just $1.99. So that was the 3 that we picked up from cash converters. And then in the little kind of flea market place, I got 2 more. These were, I've peeled the labels off, but they were £1.50 and £2.50. So this was £1.50, which is Red Faction Armageddon. Pretty decent, £1.50. And then the final one was this Kane and Lynch Dead Men, but it's sleeved. I like the sleeved editions. This was £2.50. But yeah, so all in all, good day all round. So I don't know what that totals up to. 3 for about £7.50 I think we spent on games, so not too bad at all. So let's flip back now and check the sheet. Right, okay, so here we are back in the sheet. So everything down here from row 49 onwards I've added in. So the green section is the games that we've just bought. So there's the 5 Xbox games I've added in. They've come off. And then the Fear PS3 game, that's been added well. So just to give you an update on this colour scheme, so the sort of pinky colour, that's stuff that hasn't sold yet. Anything green is stuff for the collection, so games for the Xbox, etc. And then the blue is stuff that has sold. So if you look at all this pink stuff, there's still quite a lot that hasn't sold. So I'm not too worried, because once this stuff sells, then we'll build up the pot nicely. Anyway, so as it stands, we're on £18.31 left in the game fund. Okay, so that's it for another episode. Thanks very much for watching. So the Xbox 360 collection is growing nicely now. We've got the console, we've got a load of games. Almost certainly now we're going to be holding off as this kind of wintry sort of January period. Don't think many people are going to be buying much stuff, so we may have to hold off now for some of those things to sell, which I don't mind. I don't mind waiting a few weeks, a month, or however long it takes. So we may not get another one of these videos out next week, but we might, it might take a couple of weeks, a month or so until, I build up a decent amount, because we want to start going after some of the sort of, the more premium, like the more, like Left 4 Dead and games like that, which obviously cost a little bit more. So I might just hold off now for a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, so that's that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.